Hello, world.
Hello. All right.
I am now able to do this once again.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Please.
Somebody's back on Nitro.
I wonder who that could be.
Gerbil, 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 gerbil,
Cancel the Nitro.
gerbil,
Dinner is ready. I will be.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
gerbil.
Ugh.
Alright, I'm good now. Thanks.
I can hear you. So.
Yeah, I could see all of y'all lighting up, but there was like no sound. Then I opened Still Series and it all came back.
It's okay. You didn't want to hear that sound anyways.
Yeah.
Gerbil, 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 gerbil.
Alrighty. So how's this recap going?
We killed a very old man.
You did. You killed an elderly, sweet old man.
We chopped off his black rotted finger and we made it a necklace for one of us to take with us
Now, Bids is going to give it a lick.
to remember.
You should have cut the toe off.
I'm not doing this again.
All right, no more licking.
All right. So with the events that happened in the beginning of this campaign all led you to the point where you knew exactly where this was going. You knew that ultimately Mortimer was involved in some pretty nefarious things, to include kidnapping young children and using their blood to create constructs. These constructs were murdering people. They were, just wreaking general havoc amongst the city of Hollowmere. And finally, through your guys' hard efforts and investigatory skills, you managed to locate the final construct being created and ultimately facing Mortimer. It was quite a tough battle. Some people died and then came back and then died. And but you managed to reach the point where you're at right now, where you could take a breath. The Mortimer is dead, and the construct is no longer being built. The ties to whatever was powering the constructs have been severed, and now you are facing a group of new children that have been kidnapped and used for their power. And that's where we left off.
Semi-OC. Did I ever pick... I don't know if I remember picking up my immovable rod. From its foot. Let's just say that I do.
Yeah, if you didn't, you have the chance to do that now. And now you see the children are suspended about 3 or 4 feet above the ground in cages that are dangling from the ceiling. And they look extremely worn out, and they look almost as if they're like, that you see the dogs that just reached the Humane Society for the first time since being relocated.
The puppy eyes.
Yeah, they're thin. They don't look like
wings of an angel.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Elthies and be like, Elthies, do you recognize any of them? Can you calm them down? Can you get them to come out of the cage?
Yeah, so she heads right over, and she just starts trying to talk to them. A lot of them are not very responsive. They're still hooked up to some type of machines. It almost looks like a mix of, like stuff that you would see being built next to machinery, but then also some things that look like medical devices.
Boulder, do you recognize any of this kind of technology?
Well,
Get 'em out of
yeah. I think I'm familiar with some sort of these contraptions and doohickeys.
Go ahead and
Can you give me a lift up?
yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage.
Ooh. I like a nose.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, so like, I mean, generally speaking, like what these devices are doing, um especially the ones on like the mechanical side. So you see that there are things that are, um there are pumps and pulleys and things of that nature that are being used to, not only just siphon the blood from these children, but then also there is, their cages are kind of like Faraday cages where, the electricity around them is surrounding them in kind of a barrier so that they can't get out.
I'm gonna relay that to Sergio.
Yeah, maybe Salvador, because he's the one that was like bringing her over here.
Well, then go tell him. What are you
Salvador,
doing?
did you
I'm
catch
sure
that?
I overheard this. Yeah. Like, so we need to
I'm
get
trying
some way
to
to get into the cages
boost me.
and open them.
You're gonna have to toss me.
Are there locks on them? Are they just basic cages with locks?
So if you look at these things right here, so the power has not been completely turned off yet. And that's kind of like the electrostatic barrier that's surrounding the kids.
So we maybe need to look around for something first.
Yeah.
I
Can we like
lost all
look
my hair
around
again.
for like maybe like an electromagnetic charge or something on the bottom of the cages? Like, is that what we're looking for? Maybe
Yeah, go ahead and roll for an investigation check.
creating a mag field, basically.
Yes, at a magnetic electro charge. Yes, of course.
I have a really
Kodo asked
shitty
if Lilith
investigation,
was on
guys,
13
but
with the
let's
month.
go. That works. Hopefully that's good enough. 17.
It's
What?
fucked up.
Yeah, so you notice that there are wires that are connected to some sort of like junction box. And thank Island Kodo for redeeming a player gets to re-roll a nat 1 today.
Yay.
Let him know that he'll get the PayPal in a couple minutes.
Wow. Venmo's coming soon, Kodo.
If I can't buy it myself, you better damn sure I'm gonna pay someone else to do it.
No, but you see there are some what appear to be like power cords that are going to junction boxes that connect each of the cages.
Okay, so each cage is going to its own junction box. Do all of those junction boxes go to one, or are they all look like they're powered separately?
So the ones that you're looking at in front of you, as you go through the line, you see that they're kind of like daisy chained together into one final, like larger device.
Well, guys, it looks like this one device is connected to all of them. Boulder, can you like, do you recognize this at all? Can you take it apart safely where it's not gonna like backfire and explode possibly, or does it not look like something?
I can't promise that,
You've
but
never
if
seen
you
before.
stand right next to me, I mean, we can give it a crack. At least then, if it blows up, I won't be going out alone.
I'm in.
Yeah, so go ahead and if you want, you can use your sleight of hand to start digging into the box.
As he says that, I turn and look at Petunia and I go, "Can you shield us?"
Oh my god.
Okay.
No risk, no reward.
27.
Oh yeah. So,
So you just barely get it.
It's gonna blow.
You crack it open with your tools that you have, and you start digging into town, and you're just like pulling out wires and like sort of investigating them. You pull out a red wire and a yellow wire and a blue wire, and you're like, I'm pretty sure I need to cut the red wire, and you snip the blue wire. And you're like, I'm just kidding. And then as soon as you snip the wire, the field around the cages just starts to go. And then it stops.
Damn. None of them ran away. I'll get them next time.
So now these are just normal looking child-sized cages.
Muscles, aren't you going to open the cages?
Whose muscles?
We've already looked at the cages and like with our investigation rolls, we deem like there's nothing else coming off these cages that would blow up. There's no traps or anything that are going to set off.
It doesn't appear to yet, but they are locked.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Start picking locks.
Yeah, if you want to do just like a group pick lock for all of them.
I want to use a strength roll to see if I can just rip the door open.
Yes, you can have your strength roll for that one.
I didn't do it.
You're like, stand back, child.
Maybe I look at him and go, maybe you should put a little more saxophone into it next time.
Use it like a crowbar.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's dig into what the saxophone says. It's more than an instrument. It's a key, a lockpick. It does say it's a lockpick.
It does.
You should use it as a lockpick then, not as a crowbar.
I don't even actually play it. I just like stick the top of it into the lock and like use it that way.
Yeah.
So is this like a performance?
Yep.
It's a sleight of hand.
You just like what you do is you just like you hold like the opening of the sax right up to the lock, and you like, and then like the echo and reverberation of it just unlocks the lock.
Damn, he's good.
So yeah, you all pass except for the strength check.
When
That
they're done with
calls
that, I
for-
had something that I would like to do.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I wanted to check. I know that we already went through the loot of Mortimer, but I wanted to see if he had any cool looking like journals or notebooks or anything on him.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I think the kids might still also need to be medically attended to.
Well, I can do that too.
I already healed them.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
first thing I did at the end of the campaign. Or end of the session.
The campaign's over. The fuck?
Let's see, guys. We're going home.
Get on the ground. The campaign's not over.
Yeah, so you're digging through what like, you know, where you believe that like a scroll or maybe a journal might be kept. He doesn't have any backpacks or anything like that. However, you do notice there is what appears to be kind of like a tucked away pocket that wasn't checked. And from that pocket, you found a key, and you recognize that key as like a standard like armoire or desk key.
Oh. I will take that key.
Okay. All right. So, you have the children in tow. Elfie's is kind of helping quite a bit with calming them down and rounding them up. She knows every single one of them. They're all part of the same group that was taken initially. They just happened to be the ones that were left for this particular experiment. And so she's helping you gather the children so that you guys can make your way back to Goye headquarters. And so, is that what do you guys decide to do now?
Yeah, as we're making our way back to Goye, before we walk in,
Probably should. Well,
What?
yeah, we should probably get the kids to safety before we do anything
100%.
else with this area.
Okay. So, you guys make your way. You are able to safely get the children where they need to be. There's plenty of space still left in the headquarters. The children are small enough to where they can bunk up.
unless someone kicks him out of the bed again.
Right? Ruthless.
Can't kick him out if there's nobody in the bed.
Oh, he just keeps trying to go over there. Jesus.
Unbelievable.
Jesus.
Wow.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Whoa, who moved me? What the fuck?
You just see Vex. She's just like, oh, always with the random moving. And so she greets you with waited anticipation, knowing what she sent you into, and knowing that you actually didn't call for any help. So she's rather pleased to see you back, and you also see Kevis and Rel, like, the very slightest of smiles, which for you, for the entire group really, is like more shocking than anything that you've seen this day. But they greet you.
Great face.
I'm going up to him and be like, "Bring it in, Keverson."
He's like,
I will tell Vex that Mortimer is dispatched and of this plane no more.
that is great news, especially since it looks like you've gathered some of the remaining children as well.
Yeah, I feel like we need an orphanage at this point.
That's what I was about to say. We're starting the Goye orphanage.
Indeed, there's
How depressing.
or maybe like a school for enhanced humans.
Oh, I was
I'll
gonna
make sure
say
they'll
kids,
stay
but-
off all the furniture.
It'll be the Goye school for kids who can read good and want to do other stuff good too.
Is there a place like on the wall that has like
Make that
plaques
into
or
an
anything
acronym.
like that? Plaques or trophies or anything?
Yeah, so there's
On the walls or shelves?
in this main room, you see kind of like relics of past and present, and people who have walked through the as Goye members. You also see kind of like relics of things that have been acquired over the years, and so there is space here, and then there are things in the hallways where you can see like plaques of remembrances for people who are, or for Goye members who are no longer with us, and things of that nature. So throughout the entirety of Goye headquarters, it's a pretty large building that's multiple rooms, multiple floors. So yeah.
Okay. I'll walk over to Boulder then, since he was licking the finger last. I take it
Ew,
and I hang it by the chain, like where plaques and stuff would go. And I go, we'll find a permanent place for this later, but this is to remind people not to turn their back on the guild.
Can I ask Vex if Mortimer still had a desk where he kept his things? If that was still an area within Goye?
Yes. He did have his workstation, and she mentions that it was this place right here.
Do you mind if I go through it?
Well, if you do find something, please report back to me.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
checking that shit for traps.
Come with me and come check this desk because I have a key.
I am going to cast Identify on the desk first.
We open the desk and it's just full of adult activity toys.
Oh God.
He held the D&D world's largest pornographic collection in existence.
So you cast Identify on it, and Identify is meant to it's supposed to go off of magical.
If there's any
Presence,
magical, if there's anything going on, if there's any spells on it.
So no spells on the desk.
It's wood.
It is wood.
This is
It's
a
wood.
solid mahogany desk. Yeah, you can just give it a couple knocks. Yep, that's sturdy. It's nice and wood.
It's got some rather large coffee stains in it.
Man has never heard of a coaster in his life, even though he's 150 years old.
Might be older than that.
Man has never heard of a coaster in his life, even though he's 1,000 years old.
That sounds about right.
I think one of my aunts was turned into a coaster.
Oh no.
Are you sure it wasn't a rug?
Well, I don't know. It was containing some sort of liquid.
I'm sitting here like, in real life? Or like, what?
Yes, in real life.
It's a mermaid raccoon
I don't know.
coaster.
All right, so are you using the key?
Well, did you check it for traps?
He just identified it.
Check it for
There's no
traps. That's
magical-
what brought you over.
Oh.
You can have non-magic.
Do you want perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Or sleight of hand, whatever. Okay.
Can I assist on
Well,
that? After
I suddenly forgot what the concept of a key and or desk and trap is.
So you go to bend over and look under the desk for normal spots where you might see a trigger or something like that. And as you bend down, you just crash your head right on the corner of the desk, and then you fall backwards. And you take 1 point
Okay,
of
well, I'm
bludgeoning
gonna
damage.
check myself. Oh, Jesus. I just push him out of the way, and I will check myself.
I can try to help you if you want some assistance.
I will always take assistance.
Well, I've got advantage on my investigation, so hopefully that helps. I don't think it. Yeah, I got a 12.
Is investigating a drawer?
Just for traps.
Oh.
You guys don't see anything that stands out.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna use the key.
Well, okay. I'm gonna back up a little bit. just in case I'm gonna be around this corner.
Do I find a lock that the key will
I'm
fit
gonna
in?
be in the bed apparently.
Yeah, I mean, so there are several places where there could be a lock. There's 2 drawers that are to the side on the left, and then there's the single long thin drawer in the middle. It does open the bottom left hand drawer. The other 2 aren't locked, and they really don't have anything in them.
Okay, I will check the locked area.
Okay. It's a ton of paperwork. It looks like some sort of like filing system that he had. None of it seems to make very much sense. But go ahead and give me a history check. So you start flipping through the files, and for somebody who has not been involved in this investigation, a lot of the items in there don't seem to correlate with one another. But you start seeing similar patterns arise. You notice the same number for the dock space. You see different addresses that correlate to certain events that have happened, almost as if he was researching things as a Goye employee, but using that investigation to funnel his needs for finding people and locating things that he needs.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'll gather these up and take them to Vex so that if they want them, they have them now since we had his key.
Okay.
So I'll bring it over. This is all that I found in the loft drawer. This was just, it seems, a lot of the paperwork tying him to what's happened.
Excellent. Very glad that you've done such a thorough job, and there's a reason why you were appointed lead investigator, it seems.
That's right.
I can hear it
find
from
my
here.
fucking badge.
The lead.
Just you hear me from the other room going, "Oh my god!" Every time.
I'm
You
sorry.
can
Can
drink
you speak
about
that
it
a little
later,
louder
Bard.
Can you speak that a little louder for Sergio? I don't think he heard you from here.
Oh, don't worry. We will be. I think that there is accommodations to be made for the fine work that everybody has been done. Don't worry. I will mention that during the accommodation ceremony.
Sweet.
But with that,
I want to ask. Oh,
yes,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I want to ask Marshal Vex because she said we have recovered almost all the children. Do we have leads on where the others are?
I believe we might, but it's quite unknown because some of the children were not of Hollowmere. They were actually taken from miles and miles away, it seems. Those children are still the ones that are seemingly missing. I believe we recovered all of the children local to Hollowmere.
Do we have offices in these other cities?
We do not.
Or
but
are we working with other people?
We carry a bit of influence across the realm. Not as much, obviously, here in Hollowmere, but we do have resources that if we need them.
Okay.
I wanted to ask him if I know we haven't been gone for very long, but have you looked anything further into Lilith's condition and whether you can help further or not?
Indeed. The condition that she has is quite remarkable. I think may have come up with a serum that will mask her connection to Ball. Although I'm afraid that it does have some potential side effects.
What sort of side effects?
You maybe become susceptible to let's just say weakened states against demonoids. So if you encounter any demonoids, they are probably going to hurt you quite a bit more than what they normally would.
You got me. I'll heal
Well,
you.
I think that's a risk I would like to take if it severs the connection with Ball. I want as little with him as possible.
Indeed, indeed. Now, again, this isn't going to completely sever your connection. However, it will mask it so that you will be a little bit more anonymous to Ball himself.
Where's the serum?
I have it right here. And he has like this little needle gun that he places the vial in, and he takes your hand and he just, and you feel it, and it does burn quite a bit. It's almost as if like it's kind of burning that connection out of you. And you do notice that they're like the voices that you remember hearing in your head whenever Ball would speak to you. That feeling and the sensation that you get when he entered your head doesn't appear to be there. That there's no lingering effect of that connection that you remember having all of your life. He says, "Now, I do not know how long this will last. However, it is my recommendation that you come back at least once a month."
I think I can do that.
The whole time that they're doing this, can I be staring at Marshal Vex? Because she didn't know any of this last time we were here. It was kept a secret from her. And I would want to know her reaction to all this.
So you
I'm
look
sure
at
while
Vex.
they were gone, they probably talked.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's possible, but I wouldn't know that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's what I said. It was...
She notices your concern, and she kind of gives you the look of, "It's okay."
Okay.
And not much passes the halls of Goye without her knowing it, especially since her and Kevison have been working together, from what you understand, having been a part of Goye. They were two of like the three founders of the guild.
Oop, I just want to make sure we still weren't keeping it from her.
Yeah.
So it seems like he told her while we were gone. Got it.
Yeah. So,
because we already had one traitor, I want to make sure we don't have another one.
of course, yeah. And as you look at Lilith, she turns into a giant. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, roll on ghost stealth.
So, Vex. Oh no, it's Stinking Cloud again.
Oh God.
So Vex is that she asked you to we have much to talk. I have to update everyone on our front on the Brass Collegium. So will you join me in the war room, please?
Sure.
Big fan of the war room.
So inside the war room, you see a desk that is just covered with maps and little like kind of like the miniatures of like what you would use in like an attack patterns to show like who's going where in terms of like the map, and they're basically building their attack plan for the Brass Collegium, and a lot of what they've done was surrounding the Council of the Nine of the Brass Collegium, and you see that you see pictures of all of the council members scattered. You see dossier reports. You see all of this evidence that they've recovered from the Brass Collegium. You see your evidence that you recovered from the Brass Collegium as well. So everything is here, and they're getting ready to put together what appears to be evidence for a trial.
Are we putting the Brass Collegium on trial? Is that the end goal?
Indeed.
Is this all? My bad.
Go ahead.
Finally, we're arresting Wayland, right? That's what all this is for.
We'll get to him later, but our main concern is the Council of the Nine. They have been arrested. As we speak, they are being transported to our holding facilities. And now, I must tell you everything that we have gone through as far as our investigation of the Council of the Nine. So, she looks at Kevison, and Kevison stands up and he says, yes, so the Council of the Nine, we have evidence that is pointing directly towards the Council. However, some of this evidence may or may not be related to all of the Council of the Nine, which is why we need to have this trial. The trial is going to be based purely off of all of the evidence that we have collected over the course of the last few months, and including some of the things that we have been investigating over several years now. The reports are being sent to the courts right now, and we will be given some time to speak, however brief it may be, but we will be able to speak with the Council of the Nine in the holding cell soon. It is our understanding that whatever we are able to get from the Council in the holding cells will be inadmissible in court. So I would say hold questions for when we are in court. That way it can be used against them. I don't fancy myself a lawyer, but I do believe that we have enough invested in this with the evidence that we have presented, that we should be able to get at least a conviction for those who are involved with this scandal.
Is there anyone that you're missing information on, or you don't feel like you have enough?
No, that was part of our plan when your group was going after Mortimer. We confiscated all of the materials that we could from the Brass Collegium. There were several people from the council who were found to be somewhat suspicious in their activities. So that evidence will be presented to the courts, and I believe that once that is done, we should have our true answers.
That sounds like we're going in the right direction.
I mean, it sounds like their claws are further than we realize, though. If they're reaching out of the city and gathering children as well.
Indeed, and that is the troubling thing, because the Brass Collegium traditionally has quite a long reach across the entire realm, even more so than Goye. They've been around for hundreds of years, and a lot of the council members are, as you would suspect, lifelong council members, and typically only our new council members are appointed upon death of old council members. So there's a lot of age accompanying the council, which also means a lot of history as well.
And this is a continuation of our case? Are we
Yes.
pushing out to find these other children? Can we interrogate the people that have been arrested?
Yes, and so we will shortly be able to go to our holding cells with the council. believe. Yep. Okay. Tink passes a paper to Vex, and she's like, "Oh, excellent. The council members are in their holding cells, so let's attend to the council." And so you guys follow Vex into the holding cells. And all of the council members are in the holding cells. And you see the marshal has a puzzled look, and then she storms over here. And she looks at this guard right here. You recognize him as Terry. He's a Goye member.
Terry!
And she's like, "Terry, you better have a good explanation for this." It's like, I'm sorry, Marshal. I was just talking with Stelio, and the next thing I knew, I was in this jail cell talking to you. I apologize. I don't know what happened.
He's loose.
I don't
I look
think
at our
that's
team and I go,
actually Terry.
another Goye member.
And she unlocks the gate and lets him out. She's like, "Terry, go find Kevison right now and report to him." And he's like,
Walk over the
yeah,
boulder.
yes, Marshal. I'm sorry.
Can I tackle Terry from behind?
You could certainly try.
What do you need me to roll for that?
Give me just your standard to hit.
With raccoon strength.
19.
Yeah, I mean, you easily, like.
Who's your first? And I try to truck him from behind onto the ground.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you got him.
Who are your kids? Who's your wife? What's your last name? How do I know you're actually Terry?
Baller, it's me. I gave you chicken yesterday.
You don't smell like chicken from yesterday.
Like you said you wanted the scraps, okay? Like how else would I not know this?
Prove to me you're
Marshall.
not.
I'm just gonna pinch like the bridge of my nose and like sheer like frustration. Like I can't believe we're doing this.
Marshall walks over to you, Boulder. She puts her hand on your shoulders and says, "It's quite all right. I know this is Terry, and I know that he is not the smartest of our bunch, which is why he's going directly to Kevison."
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, get to crawling. Stay on the ground.
And he does. He just he low crawls out. It takes him a minute, but he's
I
finally
don't know if I'm taking that guy's chicken anymore.
You don't want never mind.
Gerbil.
Lizard.
All right.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
So you see the Council of the Nine before you, and for all intents and purposes, these are probably the most like regal, snooty people that you have really ever seen in your life. They're highly gilded, and they look very well to do.
I turn around and look
The
at Scarlet and
usual
I go,
suspects.
"This is gonna be easy."
Wayward, it's your favorite spell time.
You just see
I also have Zone of Truth now.
Truth.
as you start to cast, Marshall, she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, "Unfortunately, it's not going to work here. We have magical defenses in our jail cells that will alleviate anybody inside from casting spells or having any sort of spell cast onto them."
Why do you keep putting your hand
are
on
there-
everyone's shoulders and being like, all right?
Is there a chair in here, like around this table, maybe?
Yeah, there would be a chair.
Okay. As she's saying that, and I hear them saying that, I grab the chair and I just walk up and I sit in front of the cage. And I put my hand on one of my revolvers. And I go, "You want to lie to me? I've got all night and 6 rounds of patience." And point it at the people in there. And I go, "Ask your questions to whoever's behind me."
I'd like to put as much of my fat body and face through the bottom of the chair as I can and go,
go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
I don't have very good intimidation, but let's do it. Oh, yeah, it's not going to work.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work. So they look at you, and you kind of start to understand a little bit the reasoning behind having the barriers for magic that they have in this jail cell, because there's age and wisdom here that is masked by a lot of like gilded pomp and circumstance, and these are not just normal like politicians. These are people who have wielded power beyond most people's imagination.
So you have all that power in the world, and yet you still choose to go and attack children?
And be a pedophile.
Allegedly.
The usual suspects.
I think we got to.
Yeah, I'm sure it was alleged.
I think we need a sweet cop and we need a sour cop.
What are we, the Sour Patch Kids now?
I mean,
Well-
we can just rip out one of their spines.
What do rich people hate the most?
Not having spines.
Losing power and money.
Exactly.
How dexterous or buff do these people look?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, that was totally an 18. 10.
I did a 20 and I did an insight because I hit the wrong button.
Inside will work too. I mean, they don't seem very like buff, but they also don't seem like they're a pushover either.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of come over here to the group. What pieces of information do we need to know that won't interfere with the trial? Are we looking for where the kids are? Like, what kind of information are we trying to get here?
Where do they keep the keys to their pantries?
Here, I'm gonna send you guys a little Excel spreadsheet that's gonna help you in this here.
I would like to know.
I
why they
think
won't carry
Salvador
one
should
head.
shoot one of them in the dick. I mean, it won't kill them, but they'll be in a lot of pain.
What are we trying to get out of the dick shooting before we shoot the dick?
There will be no dick shooting before the trial.
Disappointing.
So, what
Oh, it's one of these.
What Vex is wanting to get your help with is you have the experience, especially for like the last few months of when this investigation intensified, is helping kind of discover if any of these people are either believable, not believable, what their demeanor is during the trial, do they have any tells, and if you can help with pointing the dots together with possible motives.
Are you just giggling over there? Jesus.
I was gonna ask him, like,
He's losing it.
who are you feeding information to outside of the city about the other children that are missing? And I'll preface that with also saying that we already have Mortimer and we already have his files that link you to everything that's happening.
Okay.
Somebody wrote penis on the spreadsheet.
What?
It was not me. But somebody
Got him.
edited the spreadsheet to write penis.
Where?
I already erased it.
You son
You
of
gave
a...
access to a bunch of fucking people that are basically children, but were adults.
Sigil Auditor Malus Thorn Specialty Penis.
You son of a bitch. So, let me see here.
So I think we probably want to start with whoever's lowest in the rank, which I would assume is the archivist.
Okay.
Can we
Also-
take them out to the cell by themselves to separate them out?
Yeah.
I agree on that.
Let me
I also
find her
have-
real quick.
I also have charm person. So
We can't
Well,
have
you
them
can't
here, though.
use.
but they are going to, if we're moving themselves, they'll be outside it for a moment, will they not?
Yeah, this whole
But
room.
they'll still be in the same room.
Yeah.
This
It's-
whole
it's-
room is
It's a dampener. So they're in shackles.
Can we go make some potions?
these-
So we have to use our natural skill sets,
Right.
not
And
spells.
so Vex does
well.
Vex does a quick huddle with you guys, and she motions for you guys to come over here.
Oh, fine. Oh, wait, hold on. Lead investigator here.
So
How persuasive are you, lead investigator?
Oh, you know what? I am so persuasive now.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
so she tells you the purpose of our questioning right now is to find anybody who might have a tell of sorts when asked uncomfortable questions. Now we have to be careful about the questions that we ask, because if it's related to the trial, it could be inadmissible. The questions that we can ask, however, can be questions that will make them entirely uncomfortable. And how they respond to those questions, we can potentially use whatever natural skills that we have to form an educated opinion about each, and then use that in the trial. So, questions that are
So we're
already publicly known are okay. Any questions that are outside of the trial aspects itself are okay.
So we want to make, so the purpose of this is to make them uncomfortable, but not ask them questions that would be trial related,
Right.
right? Maybe it's because I'm so angelic. I just don't understand. But I will roll with it because I am lead investigator.
So you know how, like, when you see like cop shows and they're interrogating suspects, they can lead questions, or they can use questions as a lead, and if that person gives them answers, then that's okay. But you can't just outright say, what did you do, or like, why were you involved with the murder of blah blah blah, because any answer that he says could be inadmissible. But like, if you are asking them questions about like, what are your thoughts on this council member, or what are your thoughts on the state of what's going on with the Hexborn, or things that are like out in the public already, but in a way that
feel about immovable trains.
Yes.
Can we do anything like sort of offer potential leniency? Say, hey, the only way we can kind of help you is if you play ball, or like, what do you know about the other council members?
Yeah.
But without actually offering any deals, though.
Right.
Should we separate the one?
Definitely separate one at a time.
Okay.
All right, let's separate.
So this is the archivist right here.
Yeah, let's move them.
Right.
Which one was penis?
Jesus.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, that was the
would be
auditor.
central auditor. Bayless Torn.
That's
We're gonna get the
penis.
chair.
I don't know why, but that they will forever be known as penis now.
I'm gonna sit on my chair.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I actually have the
You're gonna do
persuasion.
something?
If
Okay.
you want.
I was just gonna ask some basic questions first.
I also have
Okay.
plus 11.
I want to
Okay,
set the
I don't
tone
have
of
that
this
good.
version.
Okay, set the tone.
The stuff that I don't need persuasion for, I don't think. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna go, let's start simple. Give me your name, and slowly, so I don't have to write it twice.
She's like, I am archivist Nasara Vale. Did you get all that?
I did. And you know why you're here.
Do I?
I just want to see if you lie about it. So you can sit there, or you can sweat. It doesn't make a difference to me. You've heard about the missing kids, haven't you?
Haven't we all?
I mean, funny thing, every name we found ends up tracing back to you and your street.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I assist?
Yes.
Can we get assistance or help?
Yeah,
Okay.
can I assist as well?
I mean, you have guidance, right?
I'm going back to my old fucking...
Oh no.
Dude, I need to go back to my old ones, because these dice are not it.
This is just assistance for guidance, right? Like, not everyone chiming in, or like, am I?
Yeah, I mean, like, so typically,
Yes.
like, especially in this situation right here, just to make it easy, if we're giving assistance, let's only do one person give assistance. And since Scarlet was the first one to ask, I'll take hers.
Nope. Patients over there, like, thank God.
Yeah. I thought we were all rolling, so...
So you're telling me that that's linked to my address when my address is never known, and especially not known to the likes of you. And anyways, why would I ever equate myself to some raggedy children?
Can I watch her, like, her body movements and see if she's like fidgeting or acting nervous or anything by the line of questioning?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or an insight, whichever one is.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna fucking throw my
I'm gonna-
computer out.
You got nothing.
Since I'm here, can I help with the perception for her?
Well, she got a nat 1, so.
Oh, okay.
She saw nothing.
Continue with your questions.
All right. I want to go funny. I mean, we have everything saying, what you did for the docks and everything about your entire team of who comes and goes. Like, someone's been paying you to look the other way.
Oh, little man with little gun. You have no idea what is going on, do you? It's so sad, really. You think that...
So why don't you tell us?
You think that I am this all-seeing, all-knowing person who would do such things that you accuse me of?
I
What
didn't say. I want to. When she says that, I want to be like, I didn't say you were all seeing or all knowing. You're someone on the back burner. You're not near as important as these other 9 or these other 8 people in here. Your power and your wealth are nothing compared to theirs. And try and throw her off balance with that.
Can I get the perception on how they react to that?
1 second. She's like, I curate information about lore and artifacts, something that you would know nothing about. Go ahead and roll your perception check. So, you notice something. When she is pressured and you like questions where you asked her name, which you already knew. When she told you about what she does for the Brass Collegium, she was very forward, very direct. However, when you asked her uncomfortable questions, she started speaking around the question. And so you could tell that she gets very uneasy and she tries to divert things when being asked hard questions.
Seems to me you're curating a web of lies.
I'll say nothing more to you. I'm gonna wait for our lawyer.
Okay. I assume all of us know what that means. We have to go to the next one.
All right. Who would you like to go to next?
Penis.
I don't know which one penis is.
The honor.
Oh,
This is someone else.
the
Scarlet, do you
sigil
want the
auditor.
chair? You ask the question this time. I'll stand behind you.
All right. You guys.
I just wanted to bring over penis.
Wow.
Yeah, do we want to split into people with good, persuasion and perception?
Penis!
And what about intimidation, though, too?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
all
I've got
Intimidation.
Our question
Seven for
askers and our question
intimidation.
readers.
Especially if someone does have guidance or
I also
something
have
to make us look
I also
different
have
than we
lucky.
are.
I
That
have
as well.
catapult. I can
Lucky
cap.
really only works with what, though? If you roll 1, right?
What's that?
I forgot how lucky
no,
works
it's
off the top of my head.
Anytime
You
I
can-
want to re-roll it.
Any roll? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's any roll.
It is.
Yeah, you need to
I
be
got
in the seat at
pieces.
some point then.
All right.
I could also go disguise self, because it's technically magical. If I walk in the room, it goes right off.
It probably would.
I hate this room.
You can certainly try.
I can't get up to any of my normal shenanigans.
Look, you disguise self and then you walk in and it just completely disappears and you're naked.
They might like that though.
Yeah, they could be into that.
Oops.
Somebody
I mean, they
opening a
do
dimensional door.
steal children.
Oh no!
Uh,
All right. Who's beginning the conversation?
I'll ask their name and their occupation within.
I am Sigil Auditor Malus Thorn. I am the Arcane Law and Collegium Compliance.
Got your tongue.
No, that's Arcane Law and Collegium Compliance.
Oh, well.
I swear, I'm just gonna start heckling them.
Once you
This acronym
once you
for penis.
shenanigan.
I performed for most of these people probably at some point. If they're involved in the Collegium.
what is your day to day within the Collegium?
My job is to protect the Collegium integrity and not to indulge in witch hunts.
Well, I gotta say, this integrity's not showing up very well right now, is it?
Go ahead and roll a intimidation check.
All right. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Continue.
That was even though it was a rhetorical question. I was waiting on a response for that.
Look, if you want a scandal, look elsewhere. I deal in facts. Everything that I do is according to our laws, which are stated in the council tomes, according to Statement 35, Article 415. All of the things that I do are, in fact, recorded, and they are displayed in everything that I do is sent to the High Council. So I have nothing to hide. I abide by our laws.
Well, who else amongst your group doesn't abide by those laws? Because it sure seems to me that there are a lot of things that are going on that are not according to law.
Do you think that
I mean,
I
if you
am
can-
aware of everybody's ongoings? I am an auditor.
as he says, I want to stand I want to kind of push myself above Scarlet, like on her shoulders, to make myself look a little bit bigger above her, and go. So you keep a ledger, and you say you're so good at it, but your ledger has gaps every new moon. What happens on those nights?
I am not answering any more questions from the likes of you. I know my rights as a citizen, according to the Citizens Law, Amendment 1437 of the Hollowmere Chambers. I will no longer be incriminating myself.
And Raccoon.
So you admit you're incriminating yourself?
I know how you work. You twist words.
Well, you literally just said that you're incriminating yourself. So why would you say that if you're not having anything to hide?
Like I said,
Are you guilty about something?
I will not be answering any
Do you feel
further
remorse?
questions.
This is not a question, but a statement that if you can help us, we can help you. We just need to know where to look. If you can give us that, we can give us a name where we need to look further to get the information we need.
You think that I'll be falling for some quid pro quo?
I liquid raccoon myself between the bars.
Not with an 8, you won't. You're gonna get stuck again.
Damn it, Boulder.
Damn it!
Good God, another
That was
8.
insane.
Go ahead and give me a perception check for whoever is like keeping an eye on the mannerisms.
I think it was me and Petunia, right?
Can I use a persuasion to try to, I guess, back up what I offered to him?
Sure.
I do have advantage. That's why I rolled twice that time.
So, with a 14, you see that when he's asked tougher questions, he starts talking in specific laws to try to confuse or distract.
Oh, I noticed that without the perception.
Yeah.
All right, who would you like
The
to?
offer will stand. If you decide otherwise, we can certainly help you within the laws. Section 482, letter B, subsection 13C.
He just looks at you and just like, indeed. All right. Okay, who would you like next?
Somebody else can have a turn. I'll be on perception duty.
Let's do the counselor.
Can I go into the cell while we're waiting to pick someone and go under the bed?
Oh,
Why? Yes, you can.
No reason.
When they try and answer, he's gonna tickle their elbows.
Jesus.
Is somebody going to get this rodent out of my cell?
Go on behind him and just go.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Not exactly. It was more so like a brainless, loud, heavy breathing right in his ear, but I'm down for
like
intimidation.
an annoyance?
Yep. He's like, excuse me. You need to get your pet out of here. He seems to be frothing at the mouth.
Are you afraid he's going to bite you? You should. He has rabies.
What do you think these used syringes are for?
Does anyone else want to do questions, or?
I'm gonna tell him.
I have questions.
Unfortunately,
What's your
that is
AC,
going to be your
Boulder?
cellmate.
17.
All right, out of pure fright, he kicks you for 4 damage.
Oh my god!
He's like, ah! Get him off of me! And then he kicks you.
What were you asking, babe?
Oh no, actually.
Are you gonna do question?
Yes, I just want to ask him, what is the name of the 2 people you were in the cell with?
I'll tell you as soon as you get this rabid vermin out of my cell. He's attacking me.
He'll come out after we hear the two.
It's Vexen and Nissa.
Full names.
Vexen Mar Nissaravel.
And what do they do?
Oh, dear Lord. Nissa is in charge of lore and artifact curation, Vexen, alchemy, and transmutation.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat their names and like just a couple facts they said, kind of towards the cell, to see if I get any response from them.
Mhm.
Like kind of make it seem like he's talking about people.
Right. Okay. One second.
Petunia Thorn's the sour cop. Scarlet's the sweet cop. Bids has that Asian wisdom.
Y'all looking at the Excel sheet?
I swear he said Asian wisdom.
I did too.
He did. I heard that shit too.
So it looks like Nissara was the only one that heard her name.
Okay. So that one person was lying, guys. It is the Excel sheet is right.
What?
The nerd. We still need penis back. I'm sorry, but we do.
Wasn't that the original guy we brought in? No, that was the second guy. That's right.
The second one.
Damn it.
It's fine, I'll fix it.
Penis would have fit perfectly with the dude that's lying.
Oh, I put in parentheses by their name.
No, perfect.
So the one that heard their name, did they act any certain way? Any tell on them?
So they definitely did perk up. However, you couldn't make out like whether or not it was like part of a tell or not. You just noticed that they did like they sat up straight as if like they were in school and they heard the teacher coming in.
Penis. But I don't know if that's a good motive.
I feel like that's a good motive.
It could be.
I mean, butts are a motive for a lot of people. It's probably going on a limb there.
They stab him with the needle?
Any more
Who's this
questions
guy
for
again?
this guy?
What's his name? I forgot.
Vexen?
Yeah. He's a counselor. No, he's counselor
Vexen was the one-
emeritus. Yeah, he's counselor emeritus.
So, counselor, what is it that you do in the Brass Collegium?
I am the head of Collegium Politics and Legacy Rituals.
Oh, since you're in politics, you've been on the Collegium's committee for welfare, haven't you?
For welfare?
Yeah. You gotta make sure you take care of your own, right?
I wouldn't call it welfare. Welfare is a handout. The Brass Collegium
I mean,
only takes students who pay the college to attend.
What are these legacy rituals?
None of your business.
I'm not the one seeing the inside of a cell. So I'm going to ask you again, what are legacy rituals?
Those are only known by the highest of order, which does not include you.
I mean,
Again,
everywhere we...
I think
Oh, go
you're
ahead.
missing the point that you're in a cell, and unless you want to see the inside of a cell for the remainder of your life and have that furry little creature as your cellmate, why don't you tell me about it?
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check with advantage.
We don't need both the bunks.
Dirty 20?
If I must, I can explain why we have the legacy rituals. However, I am bound to not tell what the exact rituals are. But basically, the rituals are there for us to anoint new council members.
When did these rituals start? Has it always been something part of the Brass Collegium, or is it something more recent?
Far beyond any of our time.
Liar.
Who played that?
Sergio!
I did not. I did no such thing. Well, we're
And
gonna find that asshole.
now, I know you can't say because you're bound or whatever, but theoretically, would these rituals have anything to do with experimentation?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Is that for me or for her?
Whoever's doing the perceiving.
I said I was. It's on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Firebolt. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus. You can't cast that.
No, but I can certainly try.
No,
4
you
times in a row.
can't.
Let's go.
I am very perceiving.
Yeah, she's got 26.
So the mention of experimentation made his, for lack of better terms, made his butt pucker. And he said, I think I will refrain from any more questions. I reserve the right for my lawyer.
That's fine. I just have one other one. Just humor me with this. I have a special interest. Again, with these rituals, would they happen to have anything to do with a certain god named Baal?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, well, that's all I have. Anyone else have any questions for this man?
Well, he's already said he wants his lawyer, so we'll just ask his aide. I assume he has an aide.
Did we write butt puckering? Is the tell?
Oh, puckering.
Puckering. There we go. Added in the butt puckering.
You want to pull in the other guy that he said was in his thing? Because if he lies to us, Thaumaturge.
The thaumaturge? Okay.
Wizard said throw a frying pan at him and yell cast iron.
Yes.
Can I go outside and change into a costume that I have in my pack?
Sure. Yes, you can.
It doesn't specify what costume it is of, so I don't know what the limits are on this.
I would say that
But
you can make an appropriate level costume for the situation.
Oh,
What does he look like?
Give
what are
him
we
a
coming
minute.
in as?
I'm out the door.
When we have an hour, will you let me know? Like in-game an hour? For the thing that we talked about?
Yeah.
Or would I have had an hour at least thus far?
Yeah, you
Or
would
no?
have had an hour.
Okay. I just wanna make sure,
Yeah.
for the thing.
All right, who's going to be questioning Vexenmar?
I'll take a step back. I did the previous one, so if somebody else wants to come up and ask questions this round.
I look at Boulder or Petunia.
I can try. Okay, so the counselor was saying that you're his assistant. Can you confirm that for us?
I'll be stepping behind her since she's my partner. Just
No, I'm not his assistant. We are all council members.
Oh, but he said you were really low in rank.
I mean, he said he was kind of his aide, right? Isn't that what he said?
Piss
He said
off.
aide.
He knows nothing.
So, what do you do then? Like, if you're not his aide?
It's definitely not anything to do with aiding him, of course. But I deal in the works of alchemy and transmutation. I'm a scientist.
Do you get along with the counselor?
As one does with any co-worker.
Would you say you have any extraction knowledge as far as alchemy? Moving things from one place or another? Because he told us that was your job.
Boy, I just told you, I am the lead counselor for alchemy and transmutation. Do you not think I don't know?
So you do move things from one place to another?
Anybody of my caliber of alchemy and transmutation will know a vast amount of things, including that, yes.
Well, I mean, your lawyer doesn't even know that.
It kind of
What the hell's that guy's
sounds...
name? That guy's a schmuck.
It kind of sounds like the counselor was telling us the truth, that this is the dude that moved everything for the rituals into place.
God, that does make sense now.
Youth is wasted on the young. Having knowledge does not mean that you are implicated in anything. If that
No,
were
but
the
him
case,
telling us that
I don't care what he said
you're
to you.
his aide.
I have my own alibis. I know what I have not done. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I am a man of science. I have not done anything wrong. I have done everything that was asked of me by the council.
So the
Everything,
counselor
huh?
asked you?
The
Everything that was asked
council,
of you.
not the counselor. We are a council
but-
of 9. Decisions are made as a whole. Do you not get this? You seem too weak-minded to be questioning the likes of me.
This guy's a nerd.
I call him emotional.
I mean,
Vex.
I presume nothing, but I have records, witnesses, and residue now. Presuming is from an amateur, obviously, that left it lying around.
Which,
I mean, I just
obviously,
collect
I
proof
am
at this
not.
point.
Now, if
Can I
this is
see
the
if he
line,
gets irked at that
yeah,
by
go
me
ahead.
calling him an amateur?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Come on! Oh god damn! Petunia, you're with me. Do this.
Advantage,
No.
hold on. Oh,
Oh, because you have advantage, don't you?
yeah.
There you go.
Nope.
This is the first person that you've questioned where you actually feel like they aren't hiding behind anything.
Okay.
Like, are we done?
I don't feel like we are. I mean, shoot. Can
This
I
is
ask?
our lowest suspicion. Is there anyone in this group that we should be talking to? That you feel might be like the bad apple, giving y'all a bad name?
Yeah. And I'll preface like her saying that. I'll be like, yeah, is there anyone in this group that you feel holds power over everyone else that can sway votes in their favor?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, crit on Petunia. Good shit.
This is against my better judgment, seeing as I feel like this group is ill-equipped to handle the trial that's going to inevitably happen. But Emeritus and Mortimer were allies for years.
Emeritus.
It's the
Counselor.
counselor.
Okay. Yeah, the one that we already talked to, the liar. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, Blue. Thank you. Glad you could hear everybody.
All right, I think we send this one back.
All right. Who's next?
Sergio, I assume you just walked into the room with something crazy. Who are you pointing at and calling into the cage?
No, no.
No, it didn't work. What?
I had a plan. It didn't quite come to fruition.
You could still
That's
try the thing that
unfortunate.
you were wanting to try, though.
No, it's okay. My enthusiasm has dulled immensely.
You could probably bring in the
Well, I mean,
ritualist.
we told everyone what we just found out, so.
All right, the ritualists.
Yeah, because if my theory, like my thought process is if Emeritus was working with Mortimer and Emeritus is head of politics and legacy rituals, I wonder if the ritualist is also somehow involved with the legacy rituals and can tell us more about those rituals. That's my thought process anyway. I don't know. Anyone else? Thoughts?
I like it.
Lizard.
I'm gonna take the lizard as a yes. Mhm.
All right. Who's starting the questions?
Guess I will.
Say Boulder.
Boulder.
I'll
Lizard.
Yes.
do perceptions.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us your name and your occupation for the Brass Collegium before we get started?
I am a ritualist, Doyan Kesh, and I specialize in blood rites and sacrificial magic.
Okay. And
Where did everybody
Hello?
go?
okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I had asked what brought him into the expertise of blood rites and sacrificial magic.
That is something that I have knowledge of since I can remember. I have always been blessed with the knowledge of the ritual of blood rites and sacrificial magic, as I have myself been born of a ritual, and so needless to say that that gave me direction for my life.
So most people would think that blood rites and sacrificial magic are typically used for nefarious things. What would the Brass Collegium need use of for such rites?
Blood rites come in sacrificial magic come in all forms. Most known deities have some form of ritualistic magic that deals with either the component of blood or in terms of sacrificing one's
body, mind, or soul. It is quite common, and yes, you are correct that it does explain a lot of people has insecurities about things being more on the dark side, but believe you me, they exist in all forms, really.
Okay. Well, good to know. And I had a nice little chat with your counselor, and he made mention of legacy rituals and that it is essentially a rite of passage for us collegiumists, I guess. Would you say those blood rites and sacrificial magic are a part of that?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Who was doing the perception checks?
I am.
You notice that his hands ever slightly start trembling at the mention of legacy rituals. And he starts explaining it's not something that we typically talk to members outside of the immediate council. These rites and rituals are something that are maintained over the course of hundreds of years. However, they are not part of any type of thing that is ongoing. They are only used when we anoint a new council member, which haven't had one for quite some time. In fact, I was the last anointed council member.
Of course. And what typically happens during these anointments with these rituals? What typically takes place?
I do not have permission to say. I apologize.
Well, I suppose
Has
I can't
anyone-
force you to answer.
Has anyone recently asked you to do anything that you don't feel comfortable with? As far as your skill sets?
I don't feel comfortable answering questions anymore, unfortunately. I do believe I will need my assistance of my lawyer. Did you really put that in parentheses, you sons of bitches?
You just saw that.
God damn it.
I'm gonna say, as an aside to our lead investigator, that I do think the ritualist definitely is more involved than he's playing it off to be, considering that the blood rites and sacrificial magic are part of the legacy rituals, and we already know that Emeritus was in close ties with Mortimer, and he got really nervous when it came to talking about the experimentation involved with legacy rituals. So he's definitely something to keep in mind. And he would probably be easier to break than the counselor.
Yeah. As he's walking back, like standing next to Sergio, I want to make sure to like talk into Sergio's ear about everything that has gone on and point at the guy that we just questioned and all the other people. And then lastly point at the counselor.
Okay. And how loud and what are you saying?
I'm not saying it loud enough to where they can hear anything.
Okay, so you're
the only thing I'm maybe saying loud is their names.
Okay.
And then kind of mumbling, and then their names kind of mumbling, and then at the end saying the counselor and pointing directly at Emeritus.
Okay. I mean, you see that there's like a general uneasiness amongst the groupings of different council members. They're all
roll an insight check to figure out what he's trying to exactly accomplish here, or what's going on.
No, I mean, I think that they
Like-
understand the gravity of the situation, and they
like, what's Salvador trying to do here?
he's trying
I'm trying to throw Emeritus off his game completely, basically, and
Nice.
put everyone uneasy. To make him think that everyone is talking about him, since we know that he's technically a liar at this point.
Yeah, and so I mean, they like it's easy for them to see your pointing and your mention of the counselor. It doesn't cause like a stir, like a panic or anything like that, but you notice that there is like uneasiness about. So it does appear to you, at least, that you're getting them a little bit worked up.
Oh, I know what'll get him worked up.
What is Sergio dressed in? Since I'm so close to him now.
Yeah, would you like to explain your garb?
Hold on.
Oh my god. Don't put a
Oh,
picture
no.
of Kenny G in the
Is it going to be
Discord.
like a picture?
No. Hold on.
No Kenny G. No Blades of Glory.
I had something for this, but I got rid of it all once I
What
abandoned my
else?
plan. Basically, I was gonna come in looking like a top wealthy lawyer. Honestly, is what I was planning on. With like a slightly comically sized briefcase, and I was going to be called Baron Quillhand. I had started cooking up a whole backstory.
God.
Yeah, it was gonna be great. It would have been amazing, and I would have technically never said that I was their lawyer, so that they couldn't be like.
I was confused at what you were trying to do, because like I thought you were asking me like what their lawyer's name was, and that was never.
I was trying to get their lawyer's name.
Okay.
They would have never believed anything about me if I didn't be like, yeah, he's part
We'd
of
have to charm.
He's a partner.
We'd have to charm someone separately.
Yeah.
As I noticed this about Sergio, I'm like, we can try. I have a charm person. It's not that high, but
not
I
this
can
room.
try.
I
Yeah,
got
it
a
doesn't
plus
work.
11 to persuasion. Plus 8.
Why aren't you at the front gate talking to these people? Talking to these people.
It.
All right, who's next?
You could probably handle it better. Get up to the gate. Ask questions.
Just have to make them uncomfortable.
Ah.
That's all we need.
Oh yeah.
All right, who are you pulling out next?
No.
Who's the Jesus-looking guy?
This guy?
Jesus.
Yeah, no. That's definitely not the one that whatever got pinged. This one.
Give me names on the sheet.
How do I ping? I don't. The people
Our
in here
name's on
don't
the
have
sheet.
names, so I don't
Double
know which
click.
one that is.
Double
Double click. This one, the black Jesus-looking guy.
No one messes with the Jesus.
Does that not look like a black? He looks like he has like possibly dreads and a goatee with
Nobody
the little black
fucks
lines
with the
coming down the
Jesus.
sides in the middle. Like, which one is this?
All right, who is that?
That is
He looks like an echo, right?
Echo Right.
It looks like High Sigilist. Oh, it is Echo Right. Okay.
I was right.
I nudge Sergio and go,
I'll do the
Come on,
perception on it.
Sergio.
Okay.
Just make him feel uncomfortable.
You gotta do your part.
I'm just going to try and be like, how uncomfortable.
Just enough so I can get a read on him. But I'm not great, so pretty uncomfortable.
Oh God. We'll see. Well, we'll start off with the easy stuff. What's your name?
I am Echo Right, Thamiel Qua.
Tamio Quar?
Thamiel Qua.
Alright, Tamio.
Let's call him Jeff.
What's your title? What do you do?
I specialize
Got all day here, bud.
I specialize in echo magic and memory resonance.
Tamio, can you speak some English for me, please?
If this is how you are going to
Common.
question me, I believe I will be of no use to you.
I look at
Alright.
Boulder and I'm like,
What?
he's kind of like you.
We'll take it a step back here. Would you explain to me what you do as like a sort of day-to-day basis within your title of Echo Right?
So you would like to know about echo magic?
I'm very interested.
Indeed you are. Well, if you must know, echo magic is the governing magic behind the devices that your guild pays us for all the time. All of your echo transmitters and recording devices, they all use echo magic. In fact, some of the devices in use by your guild were developed by me.
We got a big baller here, guys.
Shot caller.
So you invent mechanisms.
For layman's purposes, yes.
Constructs.
Or like laymen, you know what I mean?
Oh, constructs are far beyond my knowledge. My knowledge resides in mere trinkets and the magic that resides within them.
So moving fluids from something to another something.
I try to typically not deal with fluids, magic, and metal.
Blue says this guy's an AV nerd just threatened to turn his frontal lobe off and on. He'll fold like a table, wait.
I don't think that
Tables
works.
didn't fold in the old times.
Tech support 101. Turn them off and on.
Just trying to think of any device that we would have that we needed any ask any questions of, but I'm not thinking of anything.
Yeah, I don't know of any devices that we use to talk to each other, right, guys?
Never
We use
heard of it.
magic.
So you guys just as a group, if you recall, the echo recorder, the
Oh, I know about that.
Yeah, so
Oh, we know.
okay.
I'm trying to fuck with his ego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Not bad.
Trying to throw him off his game. Make him feel
Vic.
unimportant.
Are you
Back to
sure
the
you're
Dynasty.
the correct investigators? Because I'm almost certain you've used several of my devices.
It's not ringing any bells to
We use his
me.
stuff all the time. I don't know what he's talking about. Do you?
No.
I don't think we've ever.
I mean, he's saying he doesn't know about mechanics or anything like that, just echo magic, but
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Whomst?
not me.
I'm
Sergio and
rerolling
someone
that
else.
for favor. Let's see, watch John use all 3 of his lucky rolls as is tradition.
No. There we go.
Alright.
It should work.
You can start to see now there's a slight echoey reverberation to his voice as the more stressed he's getting.
Somebody filling that in. It says anonymous liger.
Yeah.
I love the names that they put in here. We have anonymous chipmunk, liger, manatee, coyote, or rabbit. I want to be the liger. I don't know which one I am. I think I'm the
Anonymous
manatee.
Ibex.
I'm a manatee.
I don't know what I am.
Pretty sure.
Can I tell, like, how kind of guilty he's looking through this?
You could certainly try. There hasn't been much asked of him other than just trying to get a rise out of him.
So as far as the counselor and what he's asked you to do, what do you make of that?
Nothing more than my daily job that I'm supposed to do.
So he's asked you to do personal things that weren't voted on by the other 8 members? Because someone told us that it takes all 9 of y'all to pass something to get done.
And
So you do personal favors for the counselor?
I would
Or are
call
you
them,
just easily swayed?
I wouldn't call them personal favors. I would call them working amongst colleagues.
Have you ever done anything for the counselor that has made you feel uneasy?
I believe answering your questions is up on my list.
What are your involvement with the legacy rituals?
Other than they are archaic and uneventful and unnecessary.
Why do you deem them unnecessary?
It's all pomp and circumstance. It means nothing.
Well, the counselor and others were making it seem like it was this big ordeal to become anointed. You had to be involved in a legacy ritual.
Well, of course, that's tradition. Just because it is stupid doesn't make it important.
So us finding your signature on a partial schematic for the Collegium is normal? Even one to deal with what you're here for?
Do you know how many of my signatures are on schematics?
On from what
So
we're
you're in cahoots with the counselor?
Oh,
Because
so you are
what-
judge, jury, and executioner now. Just because my
No,
name is
what-
on a paper doesn't mean I've done anything wrong.
I mean,
Would you say
What?
that your
go ahead.
I was going to say, would you say that you would have your signature on schematics involving experimentation used in these legacy rituals?
But nothing that I've made is involved with the legacy rituals.
Not from what Vexen told us.
So little did you know.
Are your schematics used for, say, any of the strange occurrences that have happened as of recently in Hollowmere with, say, urban legends of the Stitch-Lipped Man or the Veiled Bride? Would Echo Magic be used for that? Or involved in some way?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright, who's doing the perception checks?
I can.
Me as well. Looks like multiple people have it though.
Surprise, shitters.
He comes back with a 19.
No.
Bringing it back with a 19.
So Boulder and Salvador, you see for the first time in this interrogation from Thamiel that he has to pause before and think about what he is about to say before answering. Before he was very confident in his answers, even arrogant to the point where it almost made it seem like your questions didn't matter at all. And then he says, I think I've said enough. I will be answering no more questions.
Alright, let's move him back. And while we're moving him back and no one else is in front of us, I'm gonna ask if anyone. I'll move him all the way back. I don't want him to hear any of this. I'm gonna ask if anyone has a forgery kit.
Yes. But it'll cost you 5 doubloons.
Oh, okay. I'll take it out of the party gold. Oh, it went right back into the party gold. Look at that.
That gold's going nowhere.
Let's take a quick bathroom break.
Okay. That's the DM leaving, guys. If y'all are all still here, what I'm thinking, yeah, I'm in a game. We take a forgery kit in, if we can create a document that is incriminating the counselor with one of these other people's signatures on it that we're about to interrogate.
If we forge one from the counselor with the last 3 people on there, saying it was all of their idea.
That's what I'm
From
thinking.
the counselor, could we get them to roll on the counselor?
It's got to be one of the 3 that we haven't interrogated, though, because we can't interrogate someone that we've already interrogated and now bring this up. I'm thinking it has to be one of the 3 that we haven't talked to yet, but it has to incriminate one of those 3. So incriminating the Sigillus, the Archmagister, or the Chronosavant, basically. Which one do we think we could incriminate easiest?
Don't think we could incriminate all 3 on one?
I mean,
Tell out of that?
it's possible. What do y'all think? like trying to create that with the forgery kit. Do what?
It might be hard for all three.
Yeah.
We could.
That's why I'm thinking just focus on one.
Maybe the High Sigilist.
Do the High Sigilist next and try and focus on them. We just pray that they have info on the counselor.
Yeah.
Well, we're not looking for info so much. We're just looking to get them nervous, get their tell. Because anything we get, we can't use in court.
And I'm thinking that if we could forge a document and we just put it in their face and show them that, like, it could be an instant buckle, basically. Like, we have this, counselors on it, your name's on it.
Yeah, we could say that archivist gave it to us.
Oh, yeah.
Or told us where to find it.
Can you hear me now?
The first
Yeah.
person. Oh, yes.
So to
I
forge.
did want to say, so the first.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I was making notes. So the first person that we interviewed was the one with the lore and artifacts. And just remembering that with, like, the Veiled Bride and the Stitch-Lipped Man, they were real serial killers or real cases that had happened previously. If she specializes in lore and artifacts, would it be so far-fetched to say that she is also involved with these things and that she uses the lore and the artifacts from those cases, brings it to Echo Right Thamiel, who uses the echo magic to create these hexborn things, and then that in some way is involved with these legacy rituals and the blood rites with the sacrificial magic involving the experimental children.
It's definitely possible. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, that sounds logical.
We still have 3 people to interview, though.
Yeah.
We get down to it.
Would any of those 3 play a role in that? Like, I don't know what a Chronos Savant does.
Well, we would
gonna
need
be
to
time-based.
figure out what their specialty is and if it could be involved somehow. The only one where I really
I mean,
see
we
how it
know
would
their
be
titles. Like,
Yeah.
when we know, like, Chrono Savant is, we gather that is possibly time-based. Archmagister, we'd be like, okay, they're magic-heavy.
High Sigilist would be
Reading sigils.
with sigils, yeah. Which could in turn, I guess, involve rituals if they use said sigils. And I'm thinking back to something. So. Okay. Well, I'm writing notes just to see how they're all linked, apart from this thing here, just so that it makes more sense to me.
But just to add some context to this, so if we are forging a document, just remember that, like, the length of the document and the complexity of the document are all values that you have to consider in how much time it takes to actually do the forgery. And so if you do like a 5-minute job on it, you might be able to create something that looks decent, but maybe the signatures are not as good, things of that nature. So, you have to consider how much time you have as well.
Yeah.
And we don't have much time.
Not much time.
Yeah.
I'm gathering that we almost need to wrap this up. Because
I would say we need to figure out everything we can about these people, how they're involved, and I mean, it would be circumstantial, but if we have a hard
let's
enough
bring the
case-
next one in.
Yeah.
All right. Which one would you like?
Just go Chrono Savant. And we'll do the top 2.
All right.
Who wants to lead the questions this time? Scarlet, lead investigator.
I certainly can.
I start playing my saxophone as loud as possible.
Did we decide? Are we going with? So are we going to use the Archmagister as the one to make the forgery to use on the high sigillist?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would say as we're talking, as this person's coming in, I would say not this guy. Like, because we know their titles, and I figure, like, do I need to roll if my guy knows what a like, just hearing Chronos Savant possibly means, like, to what me means?
No, I mean, if you were able to decipher it yourself, like, I would say your character probably would too.
Yeah, I would look at the lead investigator then and be like, this guy most likely knows what we're talking about and the questions we're going to ask before we even ask them.
Well, just remember too.
Oh wait, I missed that we forgot that we haven't done the Chronos Savant. I missed that. So we have 3 people left.
That magic is dampened in this room and unusable. So any type of magic that he could have used.
It is, but I don't know how powerful this guy is.
True.
So is that who we're bringing out now? Is the Chronos Savant?
Yeah.
So which one are we trying to use the forgery with, and which one are we using it on?
Well, you don't have the forgery yet. It hasn't been made. That takes time.
Yeah. No, I know it does. That's why I'm asking, who are we using it with? Like, who is it being used, being signed with, and who is it being used on? I guess is my question.
I would say the very last person. That way, Boulder has as long as possible to make it.
Right. And so the forgery is going to be of the counselor emeritus implicating others.
Okay.
Or the other way around.
Yeah, implicating. I would say implicating others, right, guys? Like, if we use it on the last person we talk to, Boulder gets as long as possible to work on it, and it gets to implicate after we don't talk to anyone else. That means the last person hears that they're implicated, but no one else has ever heard that. So he is the only one spreading all that info.
So we should save High Sigillist, I guess, for last? Is that what we're
Yeah,
thinking?
we can.
Yeah, because I would assume that the sigillist would be the most, like, one of the most involved, because
Of the
if
rituals.
there were sigils, yeah, because there were sigils used with the Hexborn, all these murders and
Exactly.
stuff, which is involved with Thamiel,
Yeah.
which is also involved with the legacy rituals and probably with the lore and artifacts. So he would be the one who would be most tied to.
Okay. Well, then let's bring out the Chronos Savant and talk to them now.
Okay. He's in the cage now.
Can you state your name and your business with the college? Brass Collegium?
I am Chronos Savant Eliar Vane.
As she asks that and he answers, I'm like, you already knew we were going to say that, huh?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And your business with the Brass Collegium?
I specialize in time dilation and ritual sequencing.
Okay. What? What does your day-to-day look like? When you're working? Give us a rundown of the types of duties that you perform for the Legium.
Well, for the easiest way that I can explain it is that I study the threads of time. These threads are woven by what most people believe is fate. They have no other means of what to call these threads. However, my job is to study and gain knowledge of time.
Did you predict you would be here then?
Sorry, you guys kind of walked over each.
Sorry.
I'll say, what was the question you had, Lilith?
I was gonna ask if do you work closely with Echorite Famial Core?
I have not much use for his trinkets, however, Echo Magic does tangentially relate to the threads of time.
So you're part of the Collegium's temporal wing?
Indeed.
I mean, records show 5 time signatures. What were you stabilizing?
It's not about stabilization. It's more about understanding the threads and how they're woven, being able to take those threads and transmit them into a signal that can be readable, so to speak, by people who are knowledgeable in chronomancy.
You mentioned ritual sequencing. Does that have any involvement with, say, blood rites and sacrificial magic, or even the legacy rituals that the Brass Collegium have been involved with?
Not directly. Rituals.
Explain.
It may be difficult for me to explain to somebody who has not experienced time rifts, but when you deal with the threads of time and chronomancy, things have to be delivered and received in a certain order, and by utilizing rituals, you can sequence them in a way that you can develop a safe way to study the threads of time.
Did your threads tell you that you would be here today?
I have been told nothing by the time threads. However, what I have been told are several different more global outcomes of this, mostly because it's difficult to pinpoint time on a singular person. However, major events are much easier to discover and gain knowledge of.
So when a group of 9 are involved, it's much easier?
Indeed it is.
So then why didn't you report what's transpired so far then?
Because it hadn't transpired yet, and I have no means of understanding if that particular thread will transpire at all. I've seen thousands of threads like this.
So you're essentially saying that depending on any and all choices that are made, it could change the outcome, which therefore in turn changes the outcome of what you see.
As she's saying that, I want to pull my revolver, point it at him, spin the cylinders, and say six chambers, 5 futures. One bullet says you don't see it coming. So tell me, Savant, what happens if I pull the trigger before your next breath?
Such little that you all know about time. When you study it as long as I have, life and death really are just a means to an end. I could tell you that you'll pull the trigger and I'll die. I can tell you that you won't. I can tell you that you will pull it on yourself. But none of these outcomes will ever happen if somebody influences that decision.
So who's influencing the decisions?
Fate itself.
And I want to look at him and go, oh, so you're telling me you're being influenced right now, and you have no of your time abilities as you per se being in this cell because they're all being nulled.
Go ahead and give me a intimidation check.
Not very good at that. Yeah.
Anyone
else?
He looks at
who's
you.
around me.
He looks at you and he says,
I do have my gun pulling though, so still.
pull the trigger.
Definitely not going to pull the trigger.
Me asking you to pull the trigger was not an influenced event. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that time can only be influenced by one thing and one thing only. Somebody diverting a thread.
How do
Who
you
have the
divert
power to
thread?
divert a thread?
There are, as far as I am understanding, I don't know of anybody who has that power. It would take a tremendous amount of will and a tremendous magical presence to be able to even try to control a single thread, let alone multiple threads. There have been instances in the past, if you think back before the Industrial Revolution, where magic was abundant, there were several instances of people being able to look at these threads, which is why you see us now in our time today as an industry where magic is lessened. I am but a mere observer. I'm a recorder. I'm a knowledge seeker. However, I cannot provide any influence over a thread one way or another. Do I see multiple outcomes? Unfortunately, yes. That's a burden that I have to bear on my own.
So what would your involvement be with in regards to everything that's been going on and transpiring with the Brass Collegium, theoretically?
None. Like I
You're
said,
saying you have nothing to do with anything?
Like I said, I am a mere observer.
Can I gauge if he's lying or if he's being truthful?
Give me an insight check.
11.
You get the feeling that there hasn't been any sort of deviation in his mannerisms to make you believe that he's not telling the truth.
So if you're not involved in what is going on with the Brass Collegium and everything that's going with the Hexborn, why are you here? Why are you part of the council?
I think you've answered your question for yourself.
The health insurance.
I am a council member, therefore I am here.
But you have no sway with anything? Is essentially what I'm getting from you. You're merely an observer, correct? So what do you observe?
As I said before, my duties is to the threads. Nothing more.
As he says that, I want to be like, you're weak, you're powerless. And someone told you to be here. That's why you're here.
That's the thing, young man. We are all weak and powerless.
Just not as much as you. And I want to point at him with my finger. Like a finger gun. Well, guys, I think this dude's done.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's next?
I think out of all of them, he's probably the least involved.
He does see, he's a Chronomaster, though. And he sees everything that happens and doesn't happen.
He sees, but he refuses to be involved, is the thing. You can see everything, but if he truly believes that it's all up to fate, he's not going to get involved one way or another, because whatever course we're on is the course we're going to stay on. He's not going to influence that one way or another.
No.
I didn't get the sense he was.
It's a magic-free zone. Anything's possible.
Should we bring in the Archmagister? Celine.
Where did she go?
Before, as they're like coming in, before they like come in as they're walking, I want to turn to the group and be like, what if we question one of them out here and put him in the zone of truth instead of leaving him in a cell?
It's the whole room.
It's the whole
Not
room.
the cell.
Oh, it's the whole room.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the whole room.
What if we drag one of them out of this whole place?
We could, but then we risk the chance.
It's just one. You don't think all of us could take one of these guys?
Considering that they're old as fuck and probably have a bunch of knowledge, I don't think we could, because they could probably hit us with a power word kill and then disappear before we have a chance to react.
What about the Sigilist? I mean, Mortimer had a power word kill. I came back. I shot him in the head. We were good.
You also want to make sure that you're not fucking up the trial, because if you do this for one,
that's
be
the
a
thing
misstep.
too. We have to do it by the rules. As easy as it would be to drag them into a back alley and beat some fucking knowledge out of them.
Marshall, you being in here, Jesus Christ.
She's just sitting here. You don't know where,
Exactly.
but she's got a lollipop that she's just like,
Just
hanging
keeping
out the
us
side
in
of her
check,
mouth.
huh?
Alright, well,
Who
let's
are we
bring
going
in
with?
Celine.
Because we were doing on the last one. So Celine's first.
Yeah,
Sigillist
it would be Celine
was.
because the Sigillist would be the last
Okay.
one that we would
That's the one
want
we're going to use
to.
the document on?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so if we're using the document, then we need to do some
No.
stuff first.
That's the next one.
Okay.
This is the last one.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, before we do question her, let's go ahead and get that out of the way, because enough time. I would say that, like, it's been 10 or 15 minutes, which would be a sufficient enough time to make a good.
Would it be better waiting?
No. Well, so like I looked it up, and it says for documents, depending on like it's like 2 to 4 minutes per page. And then depending on the rolls, how good the rolls are, right? So I would say that there's plenty of time. We would just need to know what the rolls are for his forgery.
Alright, don't let us down, Boulder.
All right, Boulder. Don't let us down.
Let's go.
I can't let down whatever's been up.
Whoa, he's been up this whole time.
Document forging.
Rocking out with his cock out.
What are the rolls for document forge?
Sensual.
What do I need to roll for this?
Do we need to like give him inspiration or anything else? Anyone can give him anything before he rolls for this?
So this would be a
I've got
skill-based
literally
thing
nothing in my
based
arsenal.
off of, I believe it's sleight of hand is what your
Bardic
tool fit.
inspiration?
That's good.
No Bardic?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that
I can
magic?
toss it.
Oh, we're going in raw.
Oh, 30.
I
I
think
take
that'll
it.
be
That's
fine.
good. It's good. Hopefully it's good.
We'll see.
Scribble, 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 scribble.
Now, what
better
exactly
have,
does
like,
it say?
Well,
That's a great question.
it would
Come on,
if
Boulder.
we're
You've
I
been
heard
listening.
like
gonna
12
put it-
different things.
It's written in.
You've been listening.
okay. Well, if we are putting it all on the sigillist, which we're going to assume that because the sigils have been found at pretty much every crime scene involving the Hexborn murders, as
Okay.
well as some other
Sigillist
ritualistic
and
shit.
the ritualist guy, right? Who's the ritual one?
The ritualist is also involved. The archivist is also involved because she knows knowledge about lore and artifacts. Echo Wright is involved with the echo magic because he more than likely deals with influencing the Hexborn, using his echo magic in a way to create the Hexborn lore from
That's
what
four
Nisara
people.
was doing. And then the counselor, who is like the second puppet
That's
master.
the one we're pinning it on now. So
Yeah.
we're showing
Well, I
we're
thought we were
showing this
pinning it on the
person.
sigil.
Yeah, we're showing everyone that we're showing the last person that we show this to, the last person we talked to, that all these people said this, and that they're all involved with the counselor,
Right.
basically.
And that the sigillist is a part of it as well because the sigils are found.
Because they're the last one. Yeah. So that's five fake signatures total.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that just raising our stakes then?
It is, but he
We have
rolled a
4
30.
Okay.
That should be really good. Hopefully.
Could be.
You think you're hidden.
Guess we'll find
Wait.
out.
We might do it.
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
All right. So now Archmagister.
Alright. Do you want to state your name and your specialty among the Brass Collegium?
Yes, I am Celine Drax. My specialty is pyromancy and elemental binding.
And what use would the Brass Collegium have with either of these? What exactly is necessary to the Brass Collegium for elemental binding or pyromancy?
Knowledge of the elements, of course. The elements are all around us, and there needs to be somebody who has great knowledge of how to use, control, and overall just teach people about the elements.
Okay. And would you say that you work closely with Echo Right Thamiel with his echo magic?
No, not at all.
What is your knowledge of these recent Hexborn murders and the fact that they have significant ties to elemental binding?
It's quite the buzz. I stand with what I think most people do, is that it sounds like whoever's involved is trying to weaponize them, and that doesn't sound like something that I would be standing for.
In your experience with being so well versed in elemental binding, how would one essentially create a hexborn from a previous urban legend or serial killer crime and bind it with an elemental? What would be the process?
I would have to speculate, because there's not. So the hexborn are traditionally not created. They are born with an innate difference or mutation in their blood. As the things that I believe you are referencing are constructs using their blood. But
Yes.
I don't know what that has to do with my elemental binding. I deal with air, wind, fire, water, earth.
Well, in a couple of these cases, namely the first one with the stitch-lipped man who was able to go through the mirrors, there was some link to water elementals.
Okay. Again, that is something that anybody versed in that particular element could cast. It's not a terribly hard spell to learn.
Of course not, but considering the substantial, I wouldn't say evidence, but evidence against the Brass Collegium with the Hexborn murders and the experimentations and everything, I would, it's not far-fetched that you could potentially be implicated in being involved with these constructs and these elemental bindings.
My dear, I am in a cage right now. I am already implicated.
Would you say that it's not a far-fetched idea of us to have implicated you?
I think it's very far-fetched.
With the elemental bindings, would they have any sort of... Would they be involved in any sort of way with these legacy rituals we've been hearing quite a lot about? Or these experimentations?
Not elemental binding, but certain elements, of course, sure.
Anyone else?
I'm good on this one.
Has anyone else that's here with you today in the cells asked you about bindings recently?
Not recently. I don't know what you mean by findings.
Like if you said it was something that could easily be taught. Have you taught anybody here how to do that?
I have taught thousands of students in the last year.
Is everyone on the High Council able to do that?
Of course.
Or just you?
As versed as I am in the elements, I am essentially more knowledgeable, not necessarily more powerful than others. You know, the old saying is, if you can't do, teach.
Alright, I think we're good to put this one away then.
All right, last but not least.
Who can increase skill checks?
Me.
Dan.
Both of you?
Who wants me to come thrust my hips in their face?
Oh, God.
Petunia. Give it to Petunia.
No.
Just throw it
No,
under the
give it
bus.
to Petunia. We need a hardcore intimidation check, and you're probably the highest intimidation, right?
That's
I
not
got
how it
Win.
works.
What's your intimidation?
We're about to throw this forged letter in front of this person.
I have +8.
I'm giving you a
Yeah.
I'm
+3.
+7.
And I figure if she comes out hard, like with the letter, just throws it in his fucking face or whatever, just intimidate the fuck out of him.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
And be like, give it, like we have this, give it fucking up.
Do y'all want me to do it, or Boulder has an 8?
I think you have.
I don't know why
Who has
that's
the highest
19.
intimidation?
I do not have any intimidation.
I've got
Oh,
a 7.
I want a +3 to their roll.
Intimidation's off what? Charisma? Who has
Charisma.
highest charisma?
Well, it's a
Well, that would
skill.
probably be the bard.
Yeah, it's a skill.
It's gotta be the bard.
Yeah, but it's based off charisma, isn't it?
I believe it is, yeah.
Intimidation. Yeah.
Well, it's that.
Who has suppressed highest charisma then?
Those ogre gauntlets are pretty
Then
Probably the
Lilith
bard.
is.
Oh yeah. Do the
Or
bard
the
then.
bard.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean Petunia. Yeah, whoever has that.
I got +8. That's what I got.
I kind of think.
Well, you
I kinda think,
higher
like-
intimidation.
I also have
Does
2
every-
slots of lucky to use. I got spares.
Does everyone agree with that? Like,
I
since
would
we
say
all
so,
decided,
since
like,
he's got the highest intimidation. Or
and I'm
the
saying
highest
just
charisma.
like out of the gate, we just start with, look at this. All these people say you're implicated. Tell us what the fuck's going on. Like,
Oh, I got this.
Yeah,
Give me the paper. Who's got it?
that would be Boulder.
Actually, I'm just gonna walk up to him, snatch it from Boulder, and sort of like slam it up against the bars. Do you know what this is? Do you know what kind of information we have on you? It's over. You're done. Unless you start talking.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Alright, we've got got some writers going on here, so give me a second. Okay. So we're gonna roll this. I'm going to use a lucky on that, just in case.
You won't need to.
Okay, never mind then. Too late, but it's whatever. So that's a 15 plus. Are you telling me I don't need to use anything else at all?
No, he rolled incredibly low for his.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's just pump up the numbers anyways, because Johnny can get more thematic with it. So then I gotta add +3 to that, which would be 18 from Boulder.
Give us
then,
give us all the flair.
Oh my god, after all that, still only got up to 20. Goddamn. That's a 20.
All the flair. Take it.
All the flair.
All right, and so just so I'm clear, your forgery has 4 other signatures on it, or 5 other signatures.
Including this guy's. Well, not this guy's, but
It's got
This guy's signature is on-
Samuel's, Dorian's,
And it's
Sarah's,
implicated.
and it's basically
and
implicating
Emira's.
those 5 are implicating him.
Yes.
Okay. So he takes a moment to read through what you have, and he looks at the signatures, and immediately, like, there's a flash of recognition, especially on the counselor's signature, which in your time that you spent to do the forgery, you wanted to make sure that you had his signature done the best, because it seemed to you as like the most important signature to get right. The others maybe not so much, but because he is the high counselor, like you wanted to make sure that was the one that you got right. And it's and you see him, he's like taking a step. He's like, this is impossible. How could this be? Like, I don't understand. We had an agreement.
Start talking. What was the agreement?
Look, we were working to save our world. The Hexborn are a tool to be used to help the world not have those rifts again. The ones that caused our world to crack and crumble and industry to evolve. Magic should be something that has been brought to the forefront, and that's what we were trying to do. Mortimer was a visionary, and you'll see that eventually. You call him a criminal. We call him misunderstood.
Who else was called misunderstood?
You can call him dead.
As soon as you say that Mortimer is dead, you see a paleness immediately come over his face. And he's like, I cannot speak of anything anymore.
Well, unless you want to be the only one implicated in this, I suggest you tell us everything you know and exactly what the fuck is going on.
So he begins to tell you just kind of about the different avenues in which Mortimer had basically like influenced each of the people on the council that were named in that forgery that you produced. He also went on to tell you about the different threads of things that the Brass Collegium was involved with, how they were importing and exporting things like whispergrass and the silver thread, how they were using outside resources like traffickers and known like, you know, criminals to track down like those of hexborn blood. He talked about building areas deep within the Brass Collegium for these types of experiments, and how it all tied back to them basically turning on Professor Kane. Professor Kane was the one person who had discovered the ties between the Hexborn and the calamity that happened, hundreds of years ago. And he essentially pinpointed the time in which the Hexborn started to cause the rifts and magic started to lessen within the realm. And the more and more Hexborn that were born, the less and less magic appeared in the world. And so instead of using the Hexborn for research and trying to understand why this was happening, the council members were, through Mortimer, discovered that they could basically take that power and use it for themselves. And so they started to create these constructs that would essentially do their bidding for them, up until the point where it became somewhat of a troublesome thing that that Goye had to start investigating. And for years, it led up to just a series of several murders and urban legends and things that couldn't quite be pinpointed until they started getting greedy and needing more and more Hexborn. And that's when you guys came in and started to blow the case open.
Can we ask him where the other kids are?
He was only aware of those that were kept within the Collegium. He does note that there are fingers everywhere looking for people.
I think we need to get to the counselor. Probably tell us. I mean, it's the highest step, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If everyone agrees with that.
So at this moment, Vex says, I think we've gone as far as we can without breaking the trial. Let us take a moment. We have some very damning information. Let's utilize it wisely and come back.
Works for me. I think I need a drink after all of that.
Sure. Do get a long rest.
Yeah. Well, before we convene, I think we should take this back to. Just follow me for a moment.
Shit.
Roger Dodger.
Going somewhere special, guys. This is where y'all keep the good stuff.
Oh, are we going under the carpet?
Yes.
Yes. Just for you, Boulder.
Oh my god, I don't want to worship the devil. Don't bring me in her.
So, you recognize this room from when you all graduated from the academy. And this is also used as sort of a ceremonial type room. And
Sacrifice.
Salvador, please take your seat.
Sacrifice.
One moved me to the other place. So.
Oh my god.
And I moved the other person that I thought moved me.
Wow.
Is that who moved me? Or was it someone else?
It was definitely not me. It was definitely.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I feel like it was
Yeah,
Balder,
Billy
huh?
Boulder.
potentially.
It was the raccoon that moved me?
It may have been the bard.
Honestly, it might have been both
Oh,
of
the
them.
bard,
They worked
okay.
together.
I like to screw around, but I think it may have been the bard.
There we go. I'll move you to a seat. You sit next to this weird-looking down girl.
Wow.
She's like a rock gnome or something.
It's a pretty big
rock
face.
gnome? What the fuck is a rock gnome?
It's a pretty big face in the picture.
Wow, that down chick.
Why is Scarlet at the front? Is she giving a speech?
That's
is
a
she
good
about
Yeah,
to
yeah. Lead
indoctrinate
investigator.
us into the
Lead investigator.
I'm trying to do something nice, and you guys are just fucking around.
Lead
No, you're
cult.
good.
Lead cult leader.
Lead
Jesus
cult investigator.
You are all now lead investigators, and I am ultra premium investigator.
This is what I get. Oh, Jesus Christ. So,
I'll put myself back where I was. There you go.
you really are going to get sent to another dimension just for that.
No.
Banished.
I want my action search.
Vanished into a new plane of existence.
Bear with me for 1 second here.
One.
Where the Where the fuck is my thing at?
I don't know.
The triangle cop cult.
Wow. So, everybody's here that you are known to in Goye, including all of the children that you've saved and, some of the people that you've worked with. And you see Vex just standing before you on a podium, and Kevison is nearby with what appears to be just kind of like he walks over to this table here, and there's a few different items on the table, and Vex goes in and starts to address your group, and she says, in my many years of service, have I ever seen such a interesting group of individuals who happen to be the most capable group of investigators I have ever met and had the pleasure of working with. And for your distinguished service, we have decided to appoint you all as high investigators. This comes with a generous pay raise, of course, but also a deeper understanding of what we have to do as a guild, and also a tremendous responsibility and burden. Our job is not easy, and it's oftentimes very taxing on the soul. But what you have accomplished in a short few months, the souls that you have saved, the lives that you have prevented tremendous disaster from, and the city that is ever so grateful for your service. I personally would not think of any group that I would not like to go to battle with. And for that, we grant you the title, but also wanted to make sure that you are well equipped for the future. Lead investigator Scarlet, come forward.
I'm just waiting for Sergio to just sigh dramatically.
Okay.
Saxon's coming soon.
I'm just picturing this.
For your
He's over there seething.
for your distinguished service and for your impeccable holding of trains, I present
Jesus Christ.
I present you this. And Kevison hands her over what appears to be a necklace. And on the necklace, it is a it looks almost too light to be silver, like too light in color to be silver. You believe that it's platinum, and on it you have the pointed starburst of Mystra, and it's Mistra's holy symbol. So this raises your constitution to 19 once you attune to it. And it says allows you to expend up to one charge. This grants you to choose one object that you must touch to cast the spell. It is let's see here. So basically, it's a it raises your constitution to 19, and you get a free cast of a spell.
Fancy.
And it also is now your holy symbol that you can attune to as well.
Is it time? Is it time for the other thing?
It is. So, bear with me.
cast
As
the
I'm
word.
looking at this, I'm like, yeah, fancy.
Give me 1 second.
I,
Well, she is lead investigator. I guess it makes sense.
wait, does that make me high lead investigator?
Yeah, ultra lead.
Yeah, it makes you high
Ultimate
lead
lead.
investigator.
Or lead high investigator? What
Yeah,
do I get a new title with this?
Lead
thing?
high investigator.
So are you
I'm
high
high
while you're
high
leading the
investigator.
investigation?
Oh Jesus.
All right.
That sounds difficult.
How do you present?
I thought that's what you were going to do.
I wanted you to explain your flourish.
Oh.
What do you do? How do you cast it?
No, but well, it was already cast. I just say the word to do the thing.
Okay, say the word.
Oh shit! I didn't know I had to come up with the word on the spot.
Oh my god.
Surprise! Gerbil.
I'll just say the name. I don't want to say the name out loud, but I'll say the name.
Role play.
Okay.
Gerbil.
And
Not-
as you
not
see,
quite.
she takes the holy symbol and she says something under her breath, and just it looks like it scampers right out from under the desk of where Vex is standing at, and it's a celestial raccoon familiar.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
I look at Boulder and say, "You cannot have sex with it."
Yay.
Out of all the things in the world, you picked another trash panda.
I'll entertain that idea out of respect for you.
You and your new companion may take your seats.
Oh my god, it's right there next to me. It's so tiny. Is that how big it is?
God.
All right. Sergio, please come forth.
Oh, what? Hold up.
Make your way downtown, walking fast.
Yes.
For your distinguished service and tremendous acts of heroism, I grant you this. And
A golden cock.
she she
Oh.
gets something from Kevison, and it's a flowing cloak, and it looks like it's made out of like the smoothest, softest feathers that you've ever seen.
Doctor Strange, is that you?
When you take a look at it, you have this sense that there's some sort of like electrical charge to it almost, and you have been given the Tempest Griffin feather cape, and you have resistance to lightning, and dexterity saving throws, and once per day you basically turn yourself into a lightning bolt, and you can send yourself 120 feet in one direction, and anything in that pathway takes lightning damage.
Well, that sounds fun.
The God of Thunder.
Sergio, just give Vex's phone number.
All right,
Hey, Vex,
Salvador.
Want to go to the pub sometime?
Not with you, but yes, I will see you perform.
No.
Well, okay.
Salvador, please step forward. As well for you and your distinguished service in the act of heroism, I present this to you. And she gives this, it looks like almost like a field manual. And when you hand it over, you see the familiar symbols of like bullets and magic mixed together. And you've been given an arcane firearms sigil manual, which basically the book contains information on sigil sequences that make it necessary for like firearms, for you to be able to apply different effects to your bullets. And so you have one of many different types of damage types, or things like silenced bullets, steady aim, quick draw, that sort of thing.
Huh.
Eesh.
All right.
As she pins it on me,
Mhm.
I say, appreciate the gesture, Guildmaster,
Of course.
but I'll settle for a week without corpses.
I think we all will agree on that.
Oh, God.
Boulder, please come forth.
Yes.
Okay. For your distinguished service and your heroism and acts of chaos, let us just say, welcome chaos. I grant you these braces. And these are Artificer's bracers. These bracers, when you equip them and attune to them, you get a bonus +2 to your dexterity, and you have advantage on attacks on mechanical items, as well as checks made against mechanical things of nature. You also are granted Misty Step, and you have an advantage on investigation for mechanical items.
Ooh. Well, thank you, Vex. If you ever need anything burned, gnawed, opened, I got thumbs. I can help you out. Let's just keep the good times rolling.
Indeed, we certainly will. Petunia, please step forward. For your acts of service, bravery, and heroism, I grant you this. And she reaches back. It's another cloak. This one looks a little heavy, and it's made of a darkened gray fur, but it does look very sheen, and it does look weather resistant as well. While wearing this cloak, you have advantage on strength checks, and you get a +2 bonus to your strength. And this cloak also gives you the ability of polymorph owlbear. So once per day, you can turn yourself into an owlbear, and you gain 21 hit points while in owlbear form.
Awesome. Thank you.
Pretty sick.
Lilith, please step forward. Now, for you, I thank you for your acts of service and heroism, and even through the darkest times that you've experienced for yourself, you still manage to keep those who are dearest to you in your mind and in your heart. I am speaking for your group, but I know that they appreciate your acts. And for this, Kevison, step forward. And you see Kevison step forward. He's like looking at your which arm does not have tattoos?
The right arm.
So he takes your right arm, and from out of his glove that he uses to investigate things and kind of like tinker with magical entities, he starts scanning your arm, and you start to feel like a little twinge in your arm, and as it's happening, you see a tattoo start to appear, and the tattoo it looks like fire and blood mixed together, and you've been tattooed with Blood Fury tattoo. And this tattoo, it basically, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend a charge and deal an extra 4d6 necrotic damage. That necrotic damage heals you back for that same amount.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
All right, please have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, we have the culmination of everything that we have worked towards, all of the people that we have worked for, and everything we are trying to do to save our city. The trial is happening in a few days. This is something that is going to finally and hopefully end the reign of terror that has been caused by those in the Brass Collegium. There is still a lot of cleanup, and I'm afraid that where it's leading is out of Hollowmere. There are more Hexborn to be found. There are more people like the Brass Collegium who will use the power to gain power themselves. And while we may not have the same jurisdiction that we have in Hollowmere, I have no doubts that your group will be able to accomplish the same feats here as you do outside of our city. Spend the next few days, get your rest, meet with your friends, prepare for the trial, and when it's over, we'll have more work to do. You are all dismissed. Thank you. You hear the room just erupt in a series of claps and cheers and whistles.
Sweet.
And that's where we end today's session.
We love you, Vex.
For my tattoo thing, do I have to add that?
It's
as,
like
a
all of your
custom
guys' things are added to your stuff. You just have to attune to it.
Oh,
Not
So-
gonna lie,
Is
I
it an
saw it at the
inventory?
beginning of the session, and I was like, "When the fuck did I get that?"
Yeah, I know. It's all the same thing.
Yeah, a couple of you guys have already equipped it and attuned it.
I
But
just
I
I was
had
say,
like, hold up.
I thought I was
manual.
like, "Wait, did I get this a while ago and forget to attune it?" So I did it. I unattuned it just now.
Well,
Like
there's no
it's
easy
just-
way for me to like do that all and work
Yeah.
the sessions at the same time, so I
Yeah.
had to do it like before.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of you guys have like modifiers. I think I have to boost those up because it says it stops at 20, but it should go up still. So I think like boulders and petunias, I have to increase your modifier.
One way or another, I'm not worried. As long as I get to keep gaming with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Well done. Well done. Oops. I didn't want to do that.
I was trying to be more detective-y. I think I talked about that like when Patience was at our house. I was like, yeah, we need to be way more like detective-y. Like
No, this is-
none of us are detective people.
No, and it's good. Like we didn't have a single fight in this session, and to me it seemed like you guys were still just as engaged, which is awesome because I hope that that was fun, even though it wasn't like fighting.
My head was spinning in a
100%.
circle for 60% of it, but I caught on eventually.
Gotta start reading detective novels in your off time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of my so one of my favorite movies of all time is A Few Good Men, and particularly like the courtroom scenes. So like
Good choice.
I draw
You just made it clear that people follow orders or people die.
Oh no, we got rid of you, Blue. You were always welcome here. You got a spot.
Wow.
Wow.
Yay for blue.
Yay, blue.
Yay, Blue. But yeah, good times.
Very good times.
Let me see if I can fix your guys' modifiers. Hey, Petunia.
Uh-huh.
You don't have any skill proficiencies checked for one of your background things.
Okay. Where?
So
Can't
if you
wait
go
for
to
Petunia to throw
manage, and go to like the third page where it says choose origin background.
Tunia's first high level smite's gonna be fucking legendary.
Right?
Tunia's what?
Her first like
Oh.
high level spell slot smite.
Divine Smite.
Just freaking
Yeah,
wreck something.
Never used it yet. Like, wow, I did 8 damage. Nope, did 36 damage.
Oh, I get to go again. Yeah.
That's on my background.
Yeah, where it says origin back. Like if you go to manage, and then manage character and levels.
That's just kind of what you gave me. I can overcharge. Jesus. That's gonna be so nasty.
Yeah, just imagine what you're going to be going up against.
I mean,
Is my symbol in there?
if I'm struggling to hit, that means everyone else is struggling to hit. So
That
it
would
should
be dangerous.
Okay. Let me try refreshing.
So it's in your
I have not blue.
it's in your inventory,
yeah.
What's rain?
in your backpack, all the way down.
Oh, oh, there it is. Okay.
Not like stacks sharpshooter with overcharge. Ugh.
There, I equipped it for you and I tuned it. So you should be good to go. You now have a sizable jump in your hit points and con saves now. I don't know, Blue. Wayward, have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I said no.
Oh, she said
Oh,
no.
man.
Blue. And how
That's
have you
old
not
school.
have seen Rocky Horror? Jesus Christ. We got to watch so many
That's
movies.
like super old school.
I'm
How old are you?
sorry.
That's pretty raccoon.
41.
You're 41
Oh.
and you haven't seen
Old enough
Rocky Horror Picture Show?
to have needed to watch.
Jesus.
I'll not mention any other movies that she hasn't seen either.
I think
What, my Star Wars?
Yeah.
I think
Go ahead.
me,
Yeah, call it out.
Jenny, you, and her are like the oldest people in here. Like all 4 of us are like in the 40s.
Yeah.
I
God, you guys
refuse
are
to
so
watch Star
old.
Wars.
I know,
So-
but you still hang out with us.
Idiocracy.
I know,
Best
I
movie
do.
ever.
Fucking, it pains me that movie has come true.
Which one? Idiocracy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
One
all of our younger
all-
friends like
one of
don't
our
get it.
favorite movies. Yeah. Me and Jenny are like, this is the greatest movie ever made. Like, this is literally our future.
We're
And it's
living it
coming
right
true.
All of our friends don't get it. God, 10 minutes in was boring.
Yeah, they're
it was
like,
weird.
this is a shit movie. This is so bad. And we're like, what the fuck do you mean?
now. Then you don't get it because you're one of the people in Idiocracy. That's why.
Yeah, like, get to the part where the dude is standing, the Costco guy, and he's like, I love you, welcome to Costco. Like,
Brutal.
then it becomes reality.
What's funny is for like those of you that don't work at Costco, it's damn near like that.
Oh, I could see it.
Holy shit.
I see the
I'm sorry, did
TikToks
you
from Costco,
Is
so.
that the hit points right? What the
What?
fuck?
What?
How did I go from 42 to 74 hit points?
A 19
That's your
Constitution will do that.
Jesus Christ on a cracker.
You were at like 12 con.
Yeah.
That is so many hit
Did you
points
get
now.
what?
I'll tank
Plus
now. It's
3,
fine.
plus 2, or plus 3?
got
Whenever your
plus
con
4.
gets to a certain point.
4.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm the
Yeah, but
10
that's for
now.
like every level.
Yeah.
So.
So you're gonna be quite tanky.
Considering I've never used my mace
Cleric
once.
being
Just wait 2 more
As
levels,
opposed to
guys.
somebody who plays a necromancer and tries to stab people.
Listen.
Brutal.
Listen.
Freaking brutal. Magic missile. I would like to stab them.
Yeah, just wait 2 more levels when I get second or whatnot. Get action surge and overcharge, sharpshooter.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
no.
pretty soon you guys are going to be fighting nothing but like legendary monsters.
He's gonna be like those Elden Ring builds where all they do is buff for 5 minutes and they go hit the boss once and it blows
No,
up.
don't have to
Dude.
buff for 5 minutes. Take
Holy
me 5 seconds to say everything I need to say. As long as I go stealth, we're good.
Holy moly.
Good times. All right, y'all. Well, it's been fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And
Yes.
yeah,
Good fun.
we'll
Thank
see
you.
next week.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thanks for
Thank
DMing,
you.
Johnny. Thanks for the game,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Blue, you got it. We'll make an addendum to that. All right. See you guys later.